You're breathing, you're blinking. Is there an end to the universe? And if so, what is after the end of the universe? Moist. Squirt. So I just said a lot of words that sometimes will trigger like people to be bothered or something, and kind of want to make a commentary about that because I find these things really cool. Like, I think it's weird how words can actually have an impact, whether it be physical or very emotional, on us, and sometimes for no reason. Name calling or whatever, some people get offended, and I'm not really the person to really get offended or have a physical or emotional touch to words, but some people do, and I find it really interesting. Sometimes annoying, to be honest. I hate it when people, they'll hear a nigga, you say that and you're not black, you're like, oh my god, like that's so racist, bro. Just because you're not black you can't say it. What, like, how racist can you get? It's so hypocritical because, I mean, this is just one instance, but it's so hypocritical when you can say the N-word when it has the same exact definition by saying nigga. I don't know, it's so annoying. A lot of black people don't even have a problem with it either. Why is it such a big deal? Either way, I mean, sometimes society is just the way it is and you have to accept the fact, but other times, like, if you're really emotional about it, you want to make a change. But then it's funny again because you want to make a change because of words. Words can do so much and you just don't realize it. And it's like, if you're in a relationship and you're in a relationship, right, and you tell your girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever, whatever, like, oh, you mean so much to me, or like, remember this, I love you, or whatever you say, those are just words, but they really can just, that words for the most part are what get you into the relationship. It's crazy how much words, and they're just sound. Words in a way just make you who you are, because I know I mentioned that I work at a Mexican restaurant, so a lot of the people there don't speak English. Some of the people are trying to learn how to speak English, so they know a little English and I know a little Spanish, so we can kind of talk. But it's weird because, like, there's a barrier. Like, he could be my best, like, somebody in there could be my best friend and I wouldn't know it because we can't talk to each other. We try to, we want to, but we can't. It's crazy how to think how many people could be your potential friends, or like how many people could be potentially the person that you would marry if you could actually talk to them in their language. It's crazy to me how much like words mean, but at the same time they don't mean anything. I don't care what you call me. I don't care if you say that I have no hope in anything. Like, those are words too, and they have a meaning behind them, but they just don't bother me. And some people it does bother, and it's weird. I don't know why some things bother some people and other things bother other people. I don't know. Like, there's certain words that just trigger, like the word moist. A lot of people don't enjoy it. I know somebody who doesn't like the word beige. It's so weird. Like, why? It's a word, and some people just don't. They think it's gross. Like squirt. That's a pretty bad kill cam. Like squirt, people don't like. Some people don't like that word, but I don't get it. Like, why? It's a word. I don't know. It still just boggles my mind how some people. It's weird how some words can trigger feelings for people and then other words won't. For the most part, I think math is really interesting. Like, I like the differences between math and cultures more than I do language and cultures. For example, we use base 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We learned that since forever, and that's what's normal to us. We also use, or I do, at least I live in America, I use commas, like 1000, 1,000, and that's what's normal. A lot of other places will do 1.000, and a comma is actually decimal. I think that's really interesting. What I think is more interesting is that there's different bases for numbers. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, do, L, dec. And dec is the 10 digit. And I find that amazing. So to get to 2 digits, you have 12 placement. And it's weird because that changes all of math. There's a lot of languages and cultures that also have 27, so it takes 27 characters for them to go to double digits, and I just find that amazing how it's like it depends on where you live, and the math changes. Math is something that you think is universal. You don't think as language is universal. You think of it where it depends where you live, you have different languages. But the thing that just amazes me is that depending on where you live, you could have different math too. The way that you do math is different. For example, if you're in base 8, 9 plus 10, if you take that value and put it to base 10, that actually could equal 21. I kind of find that funny. But I think it's just really cool how these things work. Oh, the thing that gets me even more than the whole different numbers is what if we didn't have, because for the most part 1 through 9 is universal on how it all looks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like it all looks the same. I haven't really researched this too much, but I'm pretty sure we all do multiplication pretty much the same way. But like, what if we use Roman numerals instead of numbers? Like we used X and I's to write out and do math. Like that'd be insane. Like what even, like how'd that work? I don't know. It just boggles my mind that like math could just be an illusion and we wouldn't know it. Like what we do for math could just work on the way that we perceive the ways that things work. I don't know. These things are all, they boggle my mind and they're cool. Actually, you know what? I'm really curious. Write in the comments below, like, what boggles your mind, like what really interests you, like difference between cultures or stuff like that. It could be style, it could be expressions, it could be beliefs and like what's it called, religious beliefs and stuff like that. Like, or maybe something that bothers you, or put a word that really either gives you goosebumps or grosses you out. Like, I'm just curious to know like what there, and maybe why too. For most people it might just be the way it sounds. It's just like sounds gross or something like that. But yeah. So tired, it's pretty late. If you haven't caught on to that, like if you also yawned with me. I think just little weird things like that are so cool. Now I have to yawn because I was pretending to yawn. There we go. Alright, so yeah, thanks for watching this video. I find this stuff really interesting. I love talking about it, and I'm so happy I could make a video about it. And I usually edit the video then record the ending, but I had perfect time to just record it right now and then I'll edit it. So hopefully the video wasn't too long or too confusing. I hope I got like the good, I think I might use different background music. Again, this is kind of weird if you're watching it and then hearing me say I don't know what the video is going to be like, but I think I might try to find different background music for this video. And y como siempre, sigan marrando, mi amigos. Adios. Look at this right here.
My God.
I hit.
Hit the fucking feet. First 4 kills of the game.